Tinubu want to build 2 trillion economy with 3,000 megawatt electricity and a population of 210 million people and educated, supposedly educated people. They clapped. Just the same way he said, let us slow down the economy. And they clapped, remember.
If we reduce the purchasing power of the people, we can further slow down the economy. Let's widen the tax net. Those who are not paying now, if it is inclusive of Bola Tinubu, let the net get bigger and we take in more taxes, and that is what we must do in the.
And they clapped. Yeah, they did. They clapped. I said, oh, yes, you must big, you know. Now he's doing exactly that now. And some think, at least, I mean, I don't have money in the bank. I do get money for bank, go suffer. So me, I won't suffer. So it's none of my business. Let me even laugh. Or let me even join others and tell them that, what is all this noise? It's because you don't like Tinubu. It's because you don't like Yoruba and all that nonsense they will say. But the thing that is affecting you, go. Being a Yoruba is not even protecting you from it. Being a Muslim or be Christian is not protecting you from it. Being a northerner, easterner, or wherever you come from, whatever you think you are holding on to, ignoring this thing that will soon kill you, it's not helping you or saving you from it. And that is why you need to know, so that you don't go ahead and start blaming these innocent village people and say, now your village people, they do. Even village people, they collect it now. So they make you economically foolish to the point that they want you to become economically dependent, even economic refugees in your own country. So this is how it works. So it will trickle down. Okay? And when it gets to those who are currently giving you this service at unaffordable cost right now, when it gets to them too, they will increase the cost of their services. And then you understand that if you think throwing the stone into the market is fun, wait till a member of your family comes home with a bloody head. And then you realize that it's not always that fun if it is actually going to affect you, or if it is affecting you directly and possibly badly too. So I've seen people reacting, and in another few days, they will calm down, adjust, because the money is already being taken. And this is just the beginning. So in 3 years, Ribadu will not just be a billionaire. It will be a trillionaire. A trillionaire that is in charge of Nigeria's cybersecurity. But cybersecurity will be costly. Is that not something that you should already have in few of your ministries, right? Those who are experts, cybersecurity experts, you could actually hire them and they could monitor all your stuff for you and all that. It won't taxing people to pay for that when you already budgeted and using the already taxed people's money to already pay for that. National security. A contraption is a contraption. And it's almost like impossible to convince somebody in a contraption that they are in a contraption. It usually sounds like an insult. They don't know that they are an embarrassment, not just to themselves, but to the rest of their peers. It's unfortunate, though. I'll take you to the next one if you think it is. I told you about their propaganda and how they work. They will lie to your face and nothing will happen. Currently, nobody knows where Tinubu is. For some reason, right? They did not even tell everyone where he is. So, I mentioned it yesterday, and it's just to kind of raise awareness on that, because Nobody, well, I don't know about you. Me, I'm not wishing him anything bad though. I'm actually wishing what he wishes himself. I remember saying that if not because these guys are heartless, Shebi Tinubu used Lagos money to buy his way to force himself on you. Happy? He will live to regret it. Every day we'll be waking up and he will be regretting and say, Kinimokura Messi long. But because of their cold-heartedness, and to put up a face, right? And as criminals as they are, he will brush it off and always pretend and put up an act. But every day of his life that is being called a Mr. President, he will be living in a world of, in a life of, kind of restlessness. I told you that before. Because I know that he will never have any peace. Nobody around him will have any. But they may pretend to be happy and all that. But guess what? They will continue to exist in that miserability. And mind you, they also live in the fear of if things should explode anytime now. In case if you don't know. But so far, so good. Their state captured, the people captured, they are still under the bondage, yet to break free mentally, or enough of them to actually break free mentally. And they dread that. These guys dread that. So your wish for them also, I don't think does matter. Okay? It's actually what is going on with them that matters. So Tinubu is missing, right? I don't have control over what will happen to him or not, and I don't wish him anything that he doesn't wish himself. Okay. However, this missing story, it's a kind of a disappearance story I told you will happen. Okay. Most of the time you won't see him. Okay. Most of the time you won't see him. And when you see him, it is to make your lives hell and then possibly, show you some few embarrassment and other, that is what I have seen. But now that we can't find Kolu, there is a reason why you should be worried. But not worried for the wars per se. Just keeping him somewhere and probably changing some few organs in him too. I mean, health technology has advanced more than you can think right now, okay? But let's leave that. Shitty man was supposed to go to Dallas, Texas 2 days ago. He was seen on his way to the airport 2 days ago. There was a picture of him that they said he was boarding to go to Dallas and represent African American something summit. Then they called him back. They called him back that he should stay in Nigeria. So he stayed back and had to send somebody else to go. So if you are somehow hoping, or your own secret prayer is that may God just help you remove this Tinubu, and you are not telling that same God to help you remove shitty man. Hi. If I say you have no idea what you are praying for, that is why the ideal thing is for the rest of you to know that if anything should go pa, and you ended up in the hand of shitty man, if you are not in support of make them break up Nigeria before, you better go to the nearest river anywhere you are and dip your head into it like you are being baptized. Because the shaking you are about to face, the confusion and the destruction you will actually encounter can best be imagined. And I'm not trying to make that up. Okay? Because we have seen what these guys are capable of, right? And you can only get it from worse to worse. I remember people saying that was, it's impossible for anybody to be worse than Bokwari. Then Tinubu showed up and said, hold my glass, hold my beer. I'll show you how to be worse. But they won't just like this Tinubu that possibly for health reason is stuck somewhere, okay? Plugged somewhere, being fixed somewhere, right? For health reason, he is not in Nigeria. Nobody knows where he is, except for his own sons and people around him. And they are already pushing the agenda of he can rule from anywhere. But where is anywhere? So one of his ministers was on Arise TV again, lying to Nigerians. And that's what they do. They do so with so much confidence that it's so embarrassing. Do you know what this one was saying? That Tinubu has improved the healthcare in Nigeria so much that Indians, all these guys, they are coming to Nigeria to receive healthcare. And to my own shock, that's why I saw these Agbadorians under this comment. It's true. It's true. I saw some Indians in my area in Ado-Ekiti. I was so surprised when they said they came for medical clinical. I said, Ado-Ekiti from India. Another one was like, it's true. I saw some of them around Marina, Lagos. They look like Germans, and I think they came to St. Matthew or St. Johnson. As this is how their propaganda work. If you disagree, then they'll come for you. They'll come for you. And these are people that have no access to none of this. So where is Tinubu? Listen.
How would you describe the state of healthcare in Nigeria?
Thank you so much, Charles, again. Let me clarify and redirect this to Nigerians. Nigeria healthcare system is no longer in crisis. We have a president now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that believes a healthy nation is the core to harnessing our biggest asset. And that biggest asset is our human capital. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done so much for us in the healthcare sector. We've pieced in together, we're overhauling, rejigging, and redeveloping our healthcare sector in its entirety.
So it's safe to say that it's still in crisis, but you're working to get it out of crisis.
It is no longer in crisis. Unequivocally, our healthcare system is no longer in crisis. And let me tell you several reasons why that it is. If you look, we came in, there was a big problem about Japa syndrome, people migrating out, going out of the country, that we have crisis in the human resource crisis. Well, what have we done? We've attacked this in multiple areas. We have a multifaceted approach. We've increased the number of people enrolling in schools, healthcare institutions, studying medicine, pharmacy, medical laboratory science, and all over. So we've doubled enrollment. As we're doing that, also in nursing, we've increased. From when we came, we inherited about 25,000 students were enrolling into nursing school. Today, we have about 68,000 students enrolling in nursing school, and before the end of this year, we'll be enrolling about 110,000 students in nursing school. Remember, we have a population of 220 million. Mr. President has said it over and over. We have to leverage this increased population to our advantage. We need to produce more, overproduce. We know people will go, but as we produce more people will stay. And as we now continue to fix our healthcare system, people will come back, and we're beginning to see that people are now reporting all the bright spots in our healthcare system. Today, we have reverse medical tourism. Go to Lagos, go to the hospitals in Lagos. People are coming from India, from sub-Saharan Africa, even from Europe, to come and get healthcare in Nigeria. Getting surgical operations are cheaper. Today, you'll be glad to know that today we have almost 900 aesthetic offices, hospitals all around Lagos, all around Nigeria. People are coming to get plastic surgery.
Is that people in the private sector, or the people in the private medical sector, or people in the public sector?
People are coming even in the public sector. Go to Loot today. A cancer center, the National NSIA Loot Cancer Center, has the state-of-the-art equipment, whatever you can get anywhere in the world. They have linear accelerator, they have everything there. People are coming from sub-Saharan Africa to get cancer care.
But that's in Lagos. What about the rest of the country?
And that's it. We're moving all over the country. If you see, this is not limited to Lagos alone. We're even going to the rural area. We have dedicated funds. If you hear about our SWAP program, we're aligning what we have with our basic care provision fund, which has more funding now. With our development partners, we're aligning more, we're collaborating more to direct these funds to our primary health care centers. We're also directing a lot of this funds to our National Health Insurance Agency to increase coverage. Mr. President has mandated us that we should increase coverage today from about 7 million to about 50 million people who have health insurance. We're working on taking to FEC how we're going to overhaul our current National Health Insurance Agency to meet Mr. President's demand. He wants 50 million Nigerians to be covered in the next 2 to 3 years, and we have a plan to get that accomplished.
Right.
And well, beyond that, okay.
Sure, yeah, go ahead. Finish
beyond
what you're
that, what we need to know, this president, this is the highest number of budget we've had in healthcare sector in almost 24 years. Mr. President worked with us to give us the highest budgetary allocation to the healthcare sector in 24 years. We have more money now to invest in improving infrastructures in our hospital, buying state-of-the-art equipment in our hospital. And if you're following the news, Mr. President just approved building of 6 more additional cancer centers in each of the 6 geopolitical zones in the country.
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
Do you see how it works, right? You know when you want to lie, okay? You have to lie convincingly. That one is not really convincing me, but it's like the guy is convincing himself. Did I say they believe waiting at the talk? This guy is believing what I'm saying. You know, we are doing everything. We are moving everywhere. We're moving everywhere. Where is everywhere? To the rural areas. We have more money. We are going to all of that. People are coming now. It's now reverse tourism. You have to say it like you believe it, so that people who are watching you, people who are listening to you, who knows, who can really place all you are saying anywhere? As if to say what you are saying is actually like an imagination, because if it's real, they will know. I mean, now you will know. So you have to lie to them in a way that it has to be convincing. But still, you have to lie in a way that you have to be convinced that what you are saying is true, so that people listening to you can believe it's true. This is what they're on. Another one said, by the time Tinubu is done for 8 years, Nigeria will be better. This one was a minister under Bukwari. This Afashitu.
He being as a president of Nigeria today, he must be able to, achieve much more for Nigeria.
Yeah,
and I want to believe
the campaigns are over.
I'm not campaigning now.
Look at the promises. Several.
We need to be patient.
How long?
By the time he's celebrating his first year, I want to believe that he will have a lot to tell Nigeria.
By the time it's this month,
he has gone, reached as of today, and where he's going to taking Nigeria through.
Are you impressed with what you've seen so far? The impact the economy is having on the average Nigerian as we speak. Are you?
The truth is, we are all going through hard times, including me. I always admit, because I don't work for government, I don't earn anything. I'm as common as any other Nigerian. And we go through this, going through the same market and all of that. But I have learned to be patient, because in reconstructing any edifice, you need time, you need patience, you need organizational ability and all of that. And I want to believe that in another 2-3 months, Nigeria would be better than it is today.
So what makes you say so? Because you've looked at cost of goods, the rising inflation, it's double digits. He says they're going to bring it down, but these figures keep going south.
Nigerians, we are Nigerians, we know ourselves. The man who cultivates yam in the farm, is it the cost of cultivation of that yam that makes him to now double or triple the cost of it? When you talk of Nigerian factor includes the greed in us as Nigerians. It includes the
nuisance Lele.
And you see, when this man talks, right, my stomach turns. I know some of you have told me that, especially Chan, like, how do you sit down, like listen to some people, what they say and all of that, and you don't flinch? I was like, my stomach turns when I listen to these guys. That's a former minister telling people to be patient. He has no clue what Tinubu and his guys are up to. But he's compelled to go there and then, make it sound like it's not that bad. We are all just trying to, they put themselves, they say, we are just like, we are all going through it. Others will tell you, in fact, if you see Tinubu, he's so sad. He's very sad with what is going on. And that is why he told his ministers, they must do something. All of you must do something and make sure that people don't suffer again. And that's it. That's it. Everybody will share it, okay? And the moment they can't tell you how to get you out of this mess they have put you, there are those who continue to push their usual agenda, tribal bigotry. They camped somewhere recently, and their total conversation is about the Igbos. Sorry if you don't understand Yoruba. When I come back, maybe somebody should help me. Please interpret this in the comment section. When I come back, I'll give you the summary. These are what the Agbadorians do. To them, all of you who are suffering from Tinubu, all of you are suffering in the Tinubunomics, including those of you, the Agbadorians, the ass lickers, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the all-risers. All of you are suffering inside that place as we speak. Nobody is even talking about your fuel scarcity anymore. Like usually they will tell you what's going on and what they are doing. Nobody is. All you have right now are just one distraction after the other. You are suffering inside that hellhole right now, all of you. But there are still some Olori Brukus that will continue to, to spread the seed of bigotry. Yoruba versus this, Igbo versus that. Nobody say I can help them. I just want you to see or listen. And they are Nigeria now. Majority of them, they are not in Nigeria. They live abroad, though. Some of them live in London here. Some of them are watching me right now. But one by one, this is what matters to these Olori Brukus in Tinubu's Nigeria, where our mothers, I'll show you that one, but listen to them first.
Love anybody. Then there's something I discovered here. Dr. Olu, I don't know. Will I be too forward? I don't know what he's doing here because he's not Yoruba and he's not. I don't know.
Who?
Dr. Olu.
Why would an Olu not be Yoruba? He must be Yoruba now. When is not a bastard?
They are not Yoruba. I've come across with one Olu before now. He's just Dr. Olu Kinikon socialite or something like that. It's not Yoruba. I don't think this Olu here is Yoruba.
No. It's not the Olu social. It's not the Olu. I think that Olu social is
Olu.
Niger Delta. That one is from Niger Delta. Olu social.
Because some of them want these guys to be. Need to be Lubi. We are not joking. They can't continue to take us for a fool. Banjo Victor is a good one to say. He's a Yoruba bot. He ended up dying. He died.
It's not necessarily. No. No, the thing with Victor Banjo.
Dr. Guten, probably might be Yoruba, but I don't. Even if it's Yoruba, I think it's other people obedient. So many people only get Igbo. Tẹ́bá lọ wo post yẹ lóòótọ́ gbogbo post yẹ orí bákan. Ó point sí.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n check post.
Lọ wo post yẹ. It's not pro Yoruba.
After the war, one waste here.
It's not pro Yoruba. Àwọn tó bá ní bí àwọn tó bá ní bí àwọn ní.
Intertribal product ni. Product intertribal marriage. Product intertribal marriage ló máa fẹ́ jẹ́. Mi ì dẹ̀rù pàwọn aráyè láti máa wọ spaces tí wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Àwọn ló máa ń tọpinpin. Ó wà very organized gan. Share out people. And got my plan, Paul. About the bot in no group. I'm a spies. I know I'm a spy one.
So
Then we'll now use
àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ extract àwọn audio from different
you got or so round screenshots
we will chase them out of Lagos. We will chase their Oba out of Lagos. Gbogbo àwọn yẹn àmà nídìí ẹ̀. Gbadebo tó ń sọ pé speaking Yoruba in Lagos is bigotry. It's bigotry. Gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lóríṣiríṣi la máa kó jọ. Wọ́n pọ̀ lóríṣiríṣi o. Irú àwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ láti ilẹ̀ Isu Alẹ́ sí Alangwa àbí kí ló ń pẹ̀lú yẹn. Where we are going to take Lagos. We are coming to Lagos to take Lagos. Lagos is no go area. We must not meet it. We must take Lagos. Láti sí Alangwa. Gbogbo àwọn ọdún yẹn la máa kó jọ.
Wọ́n máa ń jẹ̀yàn bẹ́ẹ̀
yẹn.
Cannibals ni wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ Abia State, Isi Alangwa. Ọmọ kan wà tí mo fẹ́ nígbà tó ní pé Isi Alangwa lòun mo sá fún un.
So ó wà lára àwọn tó discuss during the election pé àwọn bọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àwọn bọ̀ wá gba Èkó láti di ní Isi Alangwa tó fẹ́ wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó fẹ́ máa fi àwọn èèyàn àwọn ọmọ wa ṣe barbecue ni kò yé wa báyìí.
The thing is Igbo wọ́n wà very suicidal. Àwọn máa ń rí kéèyàn wà suicidal lójú tiwọn is bravery. Ṣẹ̀gẹ̀t kéèyàn fẹ́ lọ kú. As far as being suicidal is bravery to them. Torí lọ ṣe máa ń pa wọ́n lọ ṣe máa ń lo òkun target practice anyhow everywhere tó bá lọ. So ẹni tí ò bá náyà tí Igbo bá halẹ̀ mọ́yàn pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ wọn tó máa sọ yàrá pé wọ́n ti gba gbogbo ẹ̀mọ́yàn lọ́wọ́ irọ́ dẹ̀ ni. Ṣùgbọ́n MC Olúọmọ lásán ló rán àwọn boys lọ sáàrin wọn pé kọ́ má jáde tán jáde. Tàbá ti violence bọ̀ gbogbo wọn máa sá lọ ni. Láwọn Igbo yẹn gbogbo wọn máa sá dànù tán ní dúró rárá. You know, so but we just need to act fast. Irú àwọn tó irú ọba tán ló lọ fi Igbo jẹ.
Those are the people that a lot of you will listen